Hello students, welcome to the lecture series of Basic Civil Engineering. In this lecture, we are going to learn about introduction of this subject. So let us start with introduction of Basic Civil Engineering. We'll start with outline of this session. First, we'll see about what is engineering. Then we'll learn about what is civil engineering. After that, we'll see different branches of civil engineering, and then we'll learn about scope of civil engineering. So let us start with what is engineering. Engineering is the art based primarily upon training in mathematics and physical science of utilizing economically the forces and material of nature for the betterment of men. This is the statement by Robert E. Doherty. Engineering means application of science for fulfillment of need and betterment of people by use of material, other resources, and controlling power by means of engines and machines. We can also say engineering is concerned mainly with the designing, fabricating, erecting, manufacturing, installing, operating, controlling, and maintaining engines, machines, instruments, and equipment, as well as constructing the structures. So we can say engineering is the science of fulfillment of, or we can say betterment of people. Now let us say what is civil engineering. Civil engineering is that field of engineering that concern with planning, design and construction of environment control, development of natural resources, buildings, transportation facility and other structures required for health, welfare, safety, employment and pleasure of mankind. This is the statement by Frederick S. Merritt. Civil engineering can be described as engineering concerned with designing, constructing and maintaining works of public utility. Civil engineering is that branch of engineering professionals which deal with planning, designing and construction of structures. Basically, civil engineering is related to civilians. That's why it is called civil engineering. Now let us see which are the branches of civil engineering. According to the type of structure and activity carried out, main branch of civil engineering are classified as first, surveying and leveling. This branch of civil engineering deals with measurement of different area, different plot, and it is to be drawn on the page of paper. So, for survey any area and prepare plan, that is the main objective of this branch, surveying. The next branch is building planning and construction. This branch is concerned with planning of different structures and construction of such buildings. Any building is planned according to the requirement. So basic principles are that which need to learn before planning and construction. So this branch is concerned with the planning and construction and design of structures. The next is advanced construction. This branch of civil engineering deals with the construction of heavy structures, gigantic structures like construction of dam, construction of bridges, construction of flyover, construction of skyscraper, where heavy equipment are used. That branch is called advanced construction. The next branch of civil engineering, that is structural engineering. Structural engineering is the branch of civil engineering that deals with the designing of structure. Means this branch deals with the fixing the dimension of element that takes the load of structure. The next branch of surveying is geotechnical engineering. Geotechnical engineering, this branch of civil engineering deals with the soil. Soil is the basic element where all the load of all structure are transferred. So in order to design the safe foundation, we need to study the soil characteristic. So this branch is related to soil and designing of foundation. The next branch of civil engineering, that is water resource engineering. Water is very important element for mankind. So to preserve the water, to store the water, send the water for irrigation purpose, this branch is very important for civil engineering, that is water resource engineering. The next branch of surveying is transportation engineering. For development of any country, transportation play very important role, and transportation is also the branch of civil engineering that plan and design the transportation facilities. The next branch of civil engineering is environmental engineering. Environment consideration is very important nowadays. This branch of civil engineering also deals with water treatment, treatment of wastewater to send the water at different residential areas, industrial areas, commercial areas, and treatment of effluent. This is very important branch of civil engineering. The next branch of civil engineering, that is town planning. For better housing, for better facility, it is always necessary to have a well-designed and well-planned area, well-planned society, well-planned city. So this branch is related to planning of different area, development of different area. So this branch, town planning, is very important branch of civil engineering that deals with planning of city, planning of town planning scheme, etc. So these are different branches of civil engineering. Now let us move ahead with scope of civil engineering. The main scope of civil engineering or the task of civil engineering is planning, designing, estimating, supervising construction, managing construction, and execution and maintenance of structure. According to the field of work, area of service, and type of structure are building construction, construction of heavy structure, geotechnical engineering, transportation engineering, water resource engineering, environmental engineering, town planning. So these are the field where civil engineer has to work. Now let us see functions of civil engineering. Different functions of civil engineering are to carry out surveying, to carry out the planning, to analyze and design the structure, professional practice, which includes estimating, costing and account, valuation, contracts. The next function of civil engineering is construction management that deals with planning and scheduling, construction execution and supervision. Quality control and research is also function of civil engineers. One more function of civil engineering is to maintain the structure. Now let us see what is role of civil engineer in society. Civil engineer has a very important role in the development of infrastructure like reporting to managers, consultant, and owner regarding the progress of work. Civil engineer has to discuss anticipated problem and finding the solutions. Civil engineer has to provide the general supervision of field activity where actual construction is going on. Civil engineer has to guide and monitor the control system for the project. He has to providing the emergency or specific advice to the field managerial staff. Civil engineer has to decide the type of site layout and leveling requirement. He has to think about arranging all permissions required for the execution of project. Civil engineer has to manage and coordinate and supervising the work of the site contractors. Civil engineers has to carry out the programming for schedule, performance and cost control management. He has to maintain day by day record, register and keeping the necessary record for change order. He has to develop guidelines for the industrial contractor and coordinating performance of all contractors, has to fulfill the job of safety requirement, has to explain design, working drawing and specifications in addition to project status and preparing the project. So these are the basic introduction of civil engineering. Thank you for watching this video. If you have any doubt, if you want to ask anything, please write in the comment box. I will be there to help you. Thank you. Thank you very much.